Dr. Peter Rogers is the resident vet at the Kapama Game Reserve in South Africa. He has a problem.
Good morning, it's Peter Rogers speaking here. Mark, those, remember those two little lion cubs that we did the post-mortems on 2 weeks ago? Those two little ones of eaters. They actually, as we suspected, they've come back positive. The histopathology has confirmed that they're actually vitamin A deficient.
Saturday morning, and Peter joins the daily feeding run to get much-needed vitamin supplement into pregnant and nursing lionesses as quickly as possible.
Ready?
Peter believes that the deficiency in the diet of the lions is caused by the fact that they're eating prepared meat rather than live prey.
Those last little cubs that we checked out, they came back positive for at vitamin A deficiency. So the reason why I'm here today really is that I want to inject all the pregnant females with vitamin A.
In order to get the supplement into these animals, Peter's going to have to fire a hypodermic needle through the fence. This is no ordinary hypodermic. At one end a thick needle, at the other a charge of hand-pumped compressed air. Somewhere in the middle, the vitamin A.
So she should come quite close to the gate.
When it hits, the hypodermic literally fires the supplement into the animal. The lions won't feel a thing, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be keen on the idea. And unfortunately for Peter, they know him by sight, and more particularly, they know that if he's nearby, a needle in the backside is just around the corner. He tries to hide in the meat wagon. Shumba is cautious, probably because she's still suckling young, but this is exactly why she needs the supplement. The vitamin will get to the cubs through her milk.
It's just in a bad spot here. Don't let it come too close, Mark. Okay, we got it. There we go.
On to the next pen. This is home to Spider, a pregnant female, and her male partner who's hungry. Spider's very wary and clearly doesn't like the look of the audience.
Okay.
The prospect of food overrides her cautiousness, but she proves too lithe for Peter, who can't get a clear shot.
Get a shot at her like that. I've got to get a side-on shot.
They'll have to hope for better luck tomorrow. Next in line for a vitamin boost is Nandi. Nandi means the sweet one in Zulu, and Peter's hoping she'll live up to her name today. Because he needs to get a little too close for comfort to guarantee a direct hit. The lions keep their distance. They don't like intruders, but they are expecting to be fed, so they're sticking around to see what happens. That's Nandi taken care of. The dart will fall out in a few moments, and the team can go in and retrieve it. The pink feather makes it easier to find. To prevent more cubs from dying, Peter will need to do this every month until he's confident that the problem has been eradicated. Shumba and Tommy are two cubs who are flourishing. Now 3 months old, they're getting on nicely. They are, however, suffering from a nasty case of ticks.
I've only got 10 fingers, I need them all, eh? What's it? You say these little guys got lots of ticks in them? You see, they've just come from their own little sheltered pens and they've still got to build up a bit of resistance to these ticks, so we'll just treat them for a couple of times. We'll use this long-acting pour-on stuff. We'll just put it down the back, and that should do the trick, as long as I don't take off my fingers when we do it. I'll just do it on the back here. Okay, so we're going to use double the cattle dose, so it's 1 ml per 10k, so we'll call it, say, 15 mils for Shumba.
Peter hopes to complete this task and keep all his fingers. This medicine should keep the cubs clear of ticks for several weeks.
Now, these little guys, you know, they're hand-reared, but they still remain a wild animal, eh? Okay, this is... Okay, that went on nicely. Okay, so it's just pour on formulation down the back, and it just gets absorbed into the oily layer on the skin. Okay. Tommy next. There we are. Let's just do a little Tommy here. Okay. There you are. Maybe give Tommy a little bit more because some of it went over the top of him. Okay. Where are the ticks mainly, Mark? Okay, there we go. That's fine.
As the patients were so well behaved, they get a bit of a treat. These guys are still a bit young to be hunting and are just starting to come off their mother's milk.
Okay. Okay, that should just keep an eye on them, Vicky, but that should last for about 3 weeks to a month or so. Yeah. Okay. That'll be fine.
In Animal Doctors Part 2, we'll catch up with Doc Rogers as he attempts to guide 2 visitors back to the wild. Back at the Kapama Game Reserve, and Doc Rogers is getting ready to escort a couple of important guests off the premises. These 2 wild male cheetahs were brought in to mate with the female breeding stock. They're now ready to return to the wild.
Thanks for helping us, yes. I know it's not part of your job, but the reason is we've got these, these 2 wild cheetahs on Kapama. We brought them in here to see if they'll mate with the females. So, it's quite hot now, and they've been in for a couple of days. They're quite hungry, so we're going to just chase them back out onto Kapama again. So if you can just help us with this, we'll form this human chain here, and we're going to try and chase them out that gate at the bottom. Okay. 100%. Right, so we'll just take it slowly. They're going to come out of there now. Okay. And then back onto Kapama, hopefully.
The cheetahs need little persuasion and wander casually back into the bush.
We can just go slowly.
The cheetah as a species is in trouble, and that's why the breeding program is so important. Most cubs don't survive in the wild, and the species has grown weak through a shrinking gene pool. This female cheetah was reared by hand. She's part of Kapama's breeding program. It's becoming increasingly typical that the cheetahs of Africa are more domestic pet than wild beast of the savannah. Their very existence depends on human intervention. Before the Ice Age, there were a number of different species of cheetah. Now there's only one, and all the animals are closely related. That's bad news for any species. Breeding programs try to improve the gene pool as much as possible. This young female is a very important player in the survival of her species.
I think you must get out your vehicle so that they can see you there. They don't walk in between the vehicles there.
The cheetahs come extremely close to the people, but this is not as dangerous as it seems. They're used to humans. Most wild cheetahs in the area will have had some contact with mankind.
No, I don't want to go out. The visit was too good.
The cheetahs are out, and another day's work is done for Doc Rogers.
Mission accomplished.
In the next program, the new world of animal allies continues when Animal World travels to find the planet's biggest herd of elephants. And ever wanted to own a champion show cat? How To gets the inside story.
There are ways to make